Welcome back to Breakfast. Billions of New Zealanders' hard-earned dollars are invested into an array of companies when they sign up to the KiwiSaver scheme. But where is our money really going? In some cases to companies that invest in weapons manufacturing. About $60 million is invested in weapons used in the war in Gaza. But you can do something about this. And to explain why you should, I'm joined now by the Mindful Money charity founder, Barry Coates. Barry, good morning. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Good morning, Daniel.
I read this and was not aware of this. It blew my mind to think that is where the money is going. Am I one of many?
You are. I mean, there's 3.3 million Kiwis with a KiwiSaver account, and most people when they sign up have no idea what they're invested in, and they're never told. So we think for the interests of transparency, people should be told, because where your money is invested has consequences for people, for workers, for the environment, for climate change. It's like when you go shopping, you ask questions about whether your clothes are produced with slave labour. But it's the same thing with your investment. You should be asking questions about where your money is invested through KiwiSaver.
So Barry, talk to us through about what these industries are. Who are they?
So the typical thing for funds is that they want to make money, so they tend to chase short-term returns, and often those short-term returns are in companies that do things that are pretty terrible. And we survey the public each year to find out what people want to avoid, and they want to avoid things like weapons, but also human rights violations, animal cruelty, fossil fuels and social harm like tobacco and gambling and so on. And so those are the kind of things that we highlight on our Mindful Money website. And it's all available for free for the public to see, and they can have a look and see specifically what's in their fund. It's information we think every Kiwi should know when they get a KiwiSaver.
Absolutely.
Most people don't when they sign up.
And why is where your money is invested so important?
Well, money flows have a huge influence in our society, in the economy. People say money makes the world go round. Well, it makes the world go round for good or for bad. And so if you don't pay attention, then your money's often going into things that you would feel really unhappy about and that don't align with who you are as a person and with.
And how common is that? How common is it that we don't know but don't agree with where that money is going to?
Well, hugely. I mean, there's kind of, as you said in the introduction, there's billions of dollars, around $8 billion of KiwiSaver fund, in things that most New Zealanders find really, really objectionable. So that's kind of the starting point. The nice thing is there are now some more ethical funds where actually people can have choices.
Right.
They can find funds that are more suited to their values and that even invest in things that they really care about, like renewable energy or social housing or things that do good in society. So now we've got the options to be able to find a fund that more fits people's values.
And where can we find that?
Well, they can go to our website. It's called Mindful Money, so Mindful Money, or one word, .nz. And it's very easy. You'll find Check a Fund, which is right on the front page. Click that, put in the name of your KiwiSaver fund or your other investment fund, and your investments will come up initially as a graph, and then you click on details and you see all of the company names that are in that fund. And they're categorised according to issues that people may be concerned about.
What if there are industries that you don't agree with, like you say? What can you do?
Well, you can do basically one of two things. You can go back to your fund provider and say, I'm really unhappy with this. And we encourage people to do that because that's a connection back to the fund provider to tell them that their customers aren't happy with where those investments are going. But for many people, that's a frustrating process and they don't get good answers. And so many people at that stage will say, I want to switch to a more ethical fund, and they can use our website to switch to a more ethical fund.
Mindful Money founder, Barry Coates, thank you so much for your time this morning. Really fascinating.
Cheers.